What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is Agree to Disagree. Eagles improved to 5-2, baby. We're back, and we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgazzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Welcome in, everybody. This is Agree to Disagree, only on A2D Radio, every Sunday, brought to you by our doc, Make Them Yours. That's Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, locations in Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. As always, Brian Wilson, Greg Milakovic, I'm Tom Arnone. Everybody out there, welcome in. Feels good to come back to you after a dub. All right, and I think,
feels good to feel good.
I love it when it feels good. But this is why we like don't get spoiled, right? We sat through 2 losses in a row. That's essentially a losing streak. It wasn't fun. All right, it wasn't fun. Okay, and the sky was falling and everything else. Feels good to get back in the win column.
And the last game was so long ago. It felt like, because it was a Thursday night. It was like, just need to get a game.
An embarrassing, right? An embarrassing game too against a division rival that's not even up to par with us. Maybe they are. All right, after watching them a little bit more, but I don't think they're up to par with us. All right, babe. So here we are. But let's go over everything we're going to talk about. Crumb of the week at the end of the show. We'll give you an early look. Eagles, Giants, little revenge piece. Lincoln Financial next Sunday. Rushing attack, is it a concern? Hurts, Jalen, phenomenal today. We'll break all that down, but let's get right into our poll question. Despite Jalen Hurts' huge game through the air, the Eagles' run game, or lack thereof, remains a huge concern for this offense. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, that's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Do yourself a favor. Hit the like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Follow. Let's talk about her. I disagree. That it's a huge concern, right? Huge to me means I don't see a way it gets better. Right, I don't see a way it gets better. I mean, if this doesn't get better, Houston, I got a problem with with my running back, okay? With his vision just all of a sudden said goodnight, goodbye, and all of a sudden he can't run. I highly doubt that's the case. Or guys that I expect to be Pro Bowl caliber, all pro caliber offensive linemen are maybe not that this year. Right now, what can make it a huge concern is the health of Cam Jurgens, for sure. But I can't answer that because I don't know that yet. But I'm not worried about it. Saquon Barkley's too good. It's like a home run hitter. At some point, they're going to get their numbers, right? And I said it last week, and again, didn't pay off again. And I'm going to continue to say it. At some point, he's going to break one, right? And it looks like it's getting closer. Slowly, and then stuff will get called back, or whatever, things will happen. Okay, but either way, it looks better, but it's still not where it needs to be. And I'm shocked through 7 weeks that this is still a conversation. To be honest with you, I mean, get this is running back sometimes too. I mean, when you have big years, that year after can be a little bit of a down year.
Yeah,
and just that little step you might lose, that you'll get back the following year, but you might lose it a little bit, right? That you see guys get back the following year. I think you see with Jonathan Taylor after a big year. I feel like that next year wasn't as good.
Yeah, last year wasn't.
Yeah, so I think you see with running backs a lot more than other positions naturally because it's a workload, and his workload went the longest. His workload went through a Super Bowl, right? Just calling it how it is. Right. So even if you lose a little something could be a lot, especially if your offensive line isn't as good. Fair?
I think a lot of it too, Tommy, is that, teams struggle early after they win a Super Bowl. Happens all the time. Like, don't look at the the Patriots did a lot too, actually. But like the Patriots and the Chiefs are like, we don't consider them in the we don't have to consider them in this. But everyone else, if they win a Super Bowl, they almost always struggle the next year. It's a long season. Like, It happens all the time. I'm not worried. But I would say I don't like how it's worded there, like kind of like how you put it. But I would say that it's our biggest concern is the lack of run game for sure. For sure,
I would agree with that, and I do. Like I said, I disagree with the poll though. That it's a huge one.
Yeah, it's not a huge concern, but it would be our biggest concern.
Listen, if you don't have talent, like if we're talking about, I mean, you name me a team, right? Like that isn't high profile in the run game. That wasn't the number one rushing attack with guys like DeAndre Swift and not Saquon Barkley. Like you find me those teams, and I think a big part of this, and I've said this a lot, is Jalen hasn't used his legs as much either. So, and that's a big part of our running game, an extension of our running game. And he hasn't, rightfully so, hasn't wanted to take those hits as much as I assume he will week 10 on, right? Or in big spots. Where,
I'm fine with that, actually.
I'm okay with it, right? I'm okay with it. I don't want him getting hurt. Okay.
I don't think he ran once today.
No, and he hasn't.
I don't think
he hasn't run a lot. The week before,
it was the scramble for the sack, which you hated in the moment.
Oh well, I wouldn't even count that as a run.
Yeah,
where he ran out of bounds. Listen. I hate that. I hate that at any time, Greg, because you're still a quarterback. Just throw it away.
Yeah, but you can't with the downfield, with the lineman downfield. If they know it's a run, you can't just throw it away.
Okay, I'll give you that part.
So I mean, listen,
I don't like losing yards.
Like I said, him being able to run the football like he has in his career has helped out running backs, and we know that. Like when we signed Saquon Barkley, the conversation was when you can run an RPO with those two, or the fear of Jalen running two. Now you got Saquon, you got Jalen, you got your wide receivers. You put fear into people and what they're going to decide to stop today, right? And I think when you take that away a little bit, I think that's an adjustment in the run game. And I think that's why when you just look at our rankings, if Jalen was running the football like we're accustomed to at times, I bet you we're top 15 in rush offense naturally. And even if Saquon and this offensive line are having a little bit of a down year. So, because we were too good at it to be 31st.
We started slow. That's for sure.
Like we're too good at it to be 31st. That's the problem. Like we're way too good at it to be 31st. If you're telling me we're 15th, that's a down year, right? If you're telling me our rush game is 15th with what's on this paper in front of us all right now, that we can go Google the whole roster if you don't know it, and you tell me that's 15th, I'm telling you that's a down year, babe. If that ain't top 5 to 7 minimum, it's a down year. Or I'll say top 10 minimum. Top 10 minimum down year. I can make a case out at 10 to down year. 9 to down year.
With the way we threw the ball today down the field, which was the best thing to see about today's game, throwing the ball down the field was great to see. Yeah. And that should actually help the run game. Now start throwing the ball down the field more, should get some guys out of the box, which would be great to see.
No, you're spot on.
And we did it against the, statistically ranking the number one passing defenses in the league.
Pass defense in the league, technically. Going into obviously it's early, but still, as of going into this week, I think number 2, right? Or number 1.
And we saw what Brian Flores does from a defensive coordinator position and scheming, right? Like obviously they loaded the box so often, forcing us to do that. And you even saw,
and they blitzed a lot.
Yeah, they did. But you even saw that last play to AJ, right? What is perceived to be predictability in thinking, all right, AJ's going to run a slant because that's what AJ does. AJ runs a slant. And then, hello, let's go a little bit, right? And then that sealed the deal because Isaiah Rodgers was sitting there thinking he's running slant, and then we were able to catch him. So, that was really good to see against a really good defense.
Yeah, we ran the slant the play before, right? So
yeah, and he was behind him.
And didn't get it. Yep. And didn't
get
it.
It was just great to see him throw the ball down the field.
Absolutely. To the poll, I'm going to agree to the poll, and I completely understand and believe everything you guys are saying. But I'm going to agree because it's a product of a lot of moving pieces with this offense, right? The offensive line has got to be better. The running back's got to be better. The quarterback, Tommy, as you were saying, has got to be better in that aspect overall through 7 weeks, right? So I'm going to agree to the poll. I do think it is a huge concern, but on the flip side, I do see those flashes. I loved what we did today under center, right? I loved what we did today under center a lot, right? It opened up the pass game. It opened up what you hoped was going to be the run game. But I think right now our offense, because it has been so inconsistent, is so predictable, especially on first down, to where even last year they knew we were running the football and it didn't matter. We were just gashing 4 or 5 yards, right? Like they knew we were running the football. This year they know we're running the football and Saquon's getting hit 5 yards back. Yeah. So to me that is a big concern. But I agree with you both. It's still somewhat early. We have a bye week coming up. It's not panic time, but it is one of my biggest concerns and a huge concern for the offense.
Go. Yes. Bijan. Got it.
Yes. I don't know if I kind of said that when he was saying, I didn't want to say it too loud. I said,
Well, did you see me almost think he was breaking the one before that?
Yeah.
I thought he was breaking the one before that. And I was like, oh, that's the only mistake you could ever say the Eagles made. And it's not even a mistake. Right.
Bijan's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Bijan, like not taking not like Jalen Carter. Now he felt us, right? But remember, but yeah, we still get the point. Like that was our people. It was between those two guys essentially going into that draft on who we wanted. But you don't get Saquon, but you get a young Bijan, which I think is just as delicious, if not better, because I think he's actually better at catching the football.
I would still argue that Carter and Saquon's better.
Yes, agreed.
Bijan.
Absolutely.
But especially the timing, right? Like,
yeah.
You're right. Like long term, probably Bijan. But last year to win a Super Bowl, it had to be Saquon. A rookie Bijan doesn't do that. It doesn't have that impact on our offense. Well, not rookie, but
he wouldn't have been a rookie though.
Yeah, not a rookie. But
I mean, he was awesome last year, Greg. So he might have done it. But
maybe I'm dumb. It happens. I was thinking he's a rookie.
Now the year before, when he was a rookie, we may, obviously, no one's really as good. They're usually not great rookie year.
Yes,
that's all.
They show flashes, but aren't usually great.
But yeah, first time, it's like the longest season of their life. It's a lot of
yeah. I mean, he was good. He was good right off the jump.
Yeah, he was solid. He wasn't like he was last year. That's for sure.
No, he's gotten better every year.
Yeah, he's a superstar now.
Yeah. He's arguably the best player in football. Like they say he is. He's one of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's one. He definitely is one of them.
You can rank him wherever you want, but I think
he's super explosive.
His impact on their offense is, when you talk about MVPs and you talk about those types of things, we can get back to Eagles in 1 second, right? But when you talk about MVPs and I look at most valuable to your team, right? You take him off of there. I mean, they might have a goose egg still on the board tonight.
Yeah,
that's how important he is to what they do, what they're trying to do.
Trying to buy into Michael Penix, and I watch him throw 2 balls, and I'm like, I'm out.
And then he threw a great one to Pitts. You know what I mean? And he threw a great one to Pitts. It's like he's young but not young, right?
He's a young lefty though. He's got a lot of things going against him.
He does, but I think he's okay.
He's short as well.
Yeah, and he's not really that young. He's like
young NFL.
Young in the NFL. He's like a 7-year college pro.
No, but I'm saying he's a young NFL.
No, you're right. Yeah,
he's got a lot of injury history.
Yeah.
That's
all right. Back to Birds. Retro, bro. They did line up Jahad Campbell at the edge a little bit this week. I noticed it. Nakobe did get some snaps and
plays, couple big hits.
Looked awesome.
Yeah. Looked like Nakobe, and I think he's a big part of we talked about it on Wednesday. He's a big part of our rush defense being better because it hasn't been good enough this year. And he's a big part of that.
Still wasn't good enough today.
No, it wasn't good enough, but
because they were gashing us a little bit.
They were. I mean,
but we bend and not break. I mean, the bend and not break was huge today. Hold them to field goals. You hold teams to field goals, you're probably gonna win games.
Yeah. Johnny, look at this. A member for 52 months.
It also helps that
Carson's on the other side.
Carson stinks. I mean, he had. I'm an asshole that I bet him, but I bet Jordan Addison to catch touchdowns because I knew he was going to get a ton of balls, and he had him. He had him for a touchdown early in the game, wide open. Just hit him for the touchdown. Then worry about the Eagles winning the game.
I don't even know. You can use the word stinks. I'll use a different word. No. Listen, that's fine. I'm saying that arm talent.
He's a capable backup.
arm talent and all those things. He has like some elite attributes with that stuff, but he tries to be a fucking hero. And he continues to do it. And that's his biggest problem. Why he does stink is he won't go with what's right in front of him. He'll trust his arm like way too much. Like, you're not Brett Favre, babe.
Yeah, he'll make ridiculous throws instead of just taking a sack.
Yep. Just like this like stupid little stuff. And I think that's the biggest knock on him, that he's never cleaned that part of his life up. After that Super Bowl, right? Everything had to be big. And that's what happens when you watch your backup go win one after an MVP year. But John said he's worried about the pass rush.
Yeah, I mean, that would be my second biggest concern, John, would be the pass rush for sure, because it's been non-existent at times.
Yeah, and rumor has it that
BG rumor
has it BG. I want to say no to it because he was the best. He was one of our best defensive ends.
He can come right on back.
He was one of our best defensive ends, Greg. Like,
but not last year, though. But not last year.
Yes, he was.
Who
was good last year.
Who we getting?
Greg, he was good last year.
Who
Greg.
I disagree, but I'll give it to you.
He was good at stopping the run. We're getting killed on gas.
We are getting killed on the run.
We're getting killed on the edge.
I think your guys' thoughts of the run game are my thoughts about the pass rush, is that we're close. Because the pressure's there. We just can't get anybody to the ground.
Yeah, that's
right.
True.
And we leave gaps to where like a mobile Carson can get out, and then gash you down the run. So I just, if we want to bring him in for the locker room, if there's a locker room need, then cool, bring in BG. But I don't think he's going to have very much of an impact.
See, I'm going to disagree with that because he had an impact last year. If he didn't have an impact last year, then I would.
Yeah, but is he training right now? Like, is he still working out to be able to become here?
If you think this signing's for the next 2 weeks, that's not what it's for.
No, I'm not saying. Saying it's going to be for next week or you know what I mean. Like, obviously the buy-in there.
But my point is, you're going to get in football shape, right? Naturally, if he's not, which I would say he's probably still working out.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing a cheesesteak tour or something. I bet he's probably still working out.
But either way, Greg,
it would probably take him a good month to get into football shape.
Yeah, like either way, it's a longer term. Hey, we need it. We have something here.
We need it for the playoffs.
If Darius didn't retire on this football team, because it just shows he's a crumb and he's a loser.
That was so weird.
So see ya. And I think I want the kids playing more, but I still think there might be a move that they have to make, and it might not be up front. It might be in the secondary. Like they have to do something.
Yes,
they have to do something.
And I don't disagree with everybody needing something to happen there, right? Like needing help at edge, but we're 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right, from getting Nolan Smith back.
Well, why not have Nolan Smith back and Brandon Graham back? That's fun. That's closer to last year.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, what are your thoughts then, Greg? So you don't think we need to get anybody? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so
no. I'm thinking more. Go get Trey Hendrickson. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go get someone of impact.
Is that realistic?
We have a bunch of guys right now that are meeting middle of the ground.
Greg, they don't trade for
Trey Hendrickson makes a shit ton of money. Like, is that even like logical?
They need to get rid of him. They're not signing him this year.
Okay, you know what's not logical though?
Is it possible? Like what you're saying?
We got BG's buddy in there.
Like, Greg, can I tell you what's?
And I can't have this conversation because I'm a BG hater. So
okay, well you can have a conversation.
Biggest play in our history of our fucking
100%
franchise.
You can
I'm a BG hater.
I'm a BG hater.
You're talking about logic, right? You're talking about logic with this stuff. I don't.
Earl Thomas.
Oh my God!
Like Trey Hendrickson, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Terrible.
Hold on, shut up. The Cincinnati Bengals went out and traded for Joe Flacco. He's won them a game. They feel like, oh, it's probably Flacco mania around there.
I'm sure it is.
They sure as hell are not trading their best defensive player right this minute. That doesn't mean
he didn't play last week.
He didn't play last week.
But I'm still sure they don't want to trade him.
They do. Every rumor out there is he's on the block.
For what?
I'm sure it's a combination of picks. It's not going to be for a player because then you don't do it.
I mean, I'll take him, obviously. I mean, I'm not going to be mad about it.
Listen, I'll definitely take him. But I'm saying he's not going to be cheap. Are we going to sign him?
You don't have to.
I mean, if we're going to trade for him and he's not cheap, I'd like to sign him.
Well, he's not going to be cheap to re-sign.
Unless they're taking like a fourth and a sixth.
That's a given.
You know what I mean? Unless they're taking like a third and a fifth.
Unless they're taking something shitty, then okay.
Yeah. If you're going to tell me you're going to take a third and a fifth for him, then sign me up. I'll take a rental.
Yeah.
It's worth a run at the Super Bowl for sure. And they do have a shot to win that shitty division. So there is that. But there's other guys, I'm sure, out there. But and D Slayer, I agree with this. I would personally rather get help at the second corner, get Nolan Smith back, and you bring BG back. I feel a little bit better there. I'd rather go get a second corner.
Another reason why I picked Addison to score a touchdown. Just I feel like whoever's going against our second corner mainly is probably gonna have a pretty good day.
Yeah, I don't think you give up a first for any player really anymore.
No. There's no first being given up.
Like,
all the guys in Miami, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips.
I mean, Miami's probably gonna have a fire.
Miami's gonna have a fire sale. You might even be able to get Chop Robinson, the young one from Penn State. That doesn't sound right to say.
Oh, hey, Jack.
But Miami's gonna have a fire sale.
Good to see you, man.
I think he was just talking about how they stink right now. I don't think he was going.
Oh, I thought exactly what he was talking about because he said young.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you. I flew over my head there. I wasn't.
Assumption.
I called myself after I said
apologize.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I'm not either. You know what I mean? I hear what I hear. Some people hear the truth. You know what I mean?
Some people are.
I love that we want to go with guys from a
right
terrible
Mike
defense too. You know what I mean? Like a defense, I feel like hasn't been good too. But yeah,
well, Bradley Chubb was a monster when he was in Denver.
Yeah, I'd probably rather have Jalen Phillips. Chubb probably makes too much. I don't know the how much each makes, but I don't care. I'll take either one because then if I have Nolan Smith and BG and Jalen Hunt, now I'm feeling like I got the rotation of guys.
Jalen Phillips is 26,
like that better,
making 13.
Big fan of 26.
Big fan of 26.
Bradley Chubb is 29, making 12-3.
Okay, big fan of that too. How long is each one's deals? Because that dictates how much you're sort of giving up.
They 4 years. So he's got a club option. I guess he's on his club option. He's an unrestricted free agent. Jalen Phillips is unrestricted after this year, so potentially full rental.
Probably could get him cheaper then.
Yep.
Bradley Chubb.
Probably get him for a fourth.
3 for 54, 55. He becomes a free agent after the 27. So you'd have him for 2 years. You'd have him for 29, 30, and 31.
I like that because he's 29, 30, and 31, like you said. I do like that a lot. I'm willing to give up I'll give a third for that. Knowing I have a pass rusher under team control for the next 2 years and a good one. How many sacks does he have this year? Did he even sniff the quarterback besides his own in practice?
I mean, I don't even know if I would count what he has this year.
He's got 4 sacks.
That team.
Well, I'll count that. I'll count 4 sacks on an awful team. That means you have a pulse. Right? Yeah, right, Johnny? Chubb has 4. Let's go then. You ain't giving up a third for him? I give up a third. How about you just go get both of them? Hey, I'll give you a third and a fourth. 3 and a 4. 3 and a 4. You send these guys over here, babe. Thanks. Let's go.
If you're feeling a little froggy about it, we got a 5. We have a 5th. 3, 4, 5.
I mean, Jesse is aggressive. For me, it's Trayvon Walker or Saber Picks. I mean, yeah, you're probably giving up a lot for that one. What's his deal? You know what I mean? I know he was 2 years ago, the first pick of the draft, or
2 or 3. 2.
Yeah, I can't remember.
4 year. He's still on his rookie deal.
Yeah, I know.
He is 24 from Georgia. I was gonna start barking, but no one wanted to hear that. He's got a club option for 26. He would be an unrestricted for 27.
Okay, so next year he has a club option,
and he probably doesn't make a whole lot of money because he's on a rookie deal.
Yeah, I mean,
he was first overall pick, but
cap hit at 12 this year and 15 next year.
Yeah, but has he even been good?
Not really.
I would assume he's probably a pretty good player, but I mean, I don't know.
He was, but he just hasn't been really good with them. But again, it's Jacksonville, right? You know what I mean?
Jacksonville also has a pretty good record. Like they're probably not going to trade him.
Yeah, I don't know where he always comes from.
I just think that they get to a point where they're not going to extend him, right? So
why?
They're because I don't think they like him.
Yeah, but it's still. I mean, he still has a whole nother year before that.
I mean, they don't. They
did exercise the option. So they exercised the option like we did with Jordan Davis instead of extending him. Because I think they're wanting to see him, but I have a feeling.
Just to be clear, he's had his rookie year. He had 3.5 sacks. Okay, year 2 he had 10. Last year he had 10.5, and this year he has 2. So he's absolutely like gotten after the quarterback. You know what I mean? So he definitely has not been a bust by any stretch. So that being said, that's not. I don't think you're getting them for something like.
I don't think he's cheap.
Yeah, that's a first and minimum. Like I'm not picking up the phone if it ain't a first minimum.
Yeah, he's 24.
Yeah. So I mean that's a first and a third, and maybe a conditional depending on how he plays.
You know what that is? It's too rich for my blood.
Yeah.
I can't go for that. No.
Yeah, and they're not trading him. Yeah, they're not trading him. So
and aren't they 4-2 or something? Like I don't think they're gonna trade him. Wait, 4-3 maybe.
Why are the Jags not going to extend him? I don't know where that comes from. They're trying to win. You know what I mean? They're trying to win. They're winning right now. I mean, not right this minute. They lost today, but they're still 4-3. They have a winning record.
This is Greggy. This is from Greggy, though. Are we positive?
This isn't from me. Jesse's the one putting it on there. But I've heard that he's available, though. I've heard that he's available.
Now I don't believe it because you immediately was like, this isn't from me. So now I'm like, sirens are going off in my head.
Jesse in the chat's the one telling you. But being down here, you do hear rumblings that they're not happy with him for whatever reason. Which I don't. If he's getting after the quarterback like it seems like he does, it seems kind of weird that they wouldn't be happy with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I would doubt that Kayvon Thibodeau is available.
And definitely not to the Eagles.
Yeah, they're not going to trade him in
not after that.
Yeah. But, I mean, listen, talking about the game today, I thought they were getting some good pressure.
Yeah, like they were close.
They're getting there. I think the big Achilles heel of the defense is the run defense on the edges is a problem. And that second cornerback position is a problem.
Yeah, major problem.
And until that is addressed, I think this defense is going to have issues here and there. But because I really think if you can get somebody at that second corner, man, if you could go get yourself a number one somewhere, wherever that may be, right? If that's Cleveland, if that's some of these other places, right? If you can get yourself a number one, I think you change the landscape of this defense in seconds. I
would look at corner. I've never been a big make a bunch of trades at this trade deadline. I feel like that's a desperate move for desperate teams. But I would look at corner just because I feel like Adoree Jackson, first off, he's on the field like half the time, and he hasn't been very good. And Keely Ringo stinks. I'm sorry. I'm not a Keely Ringo guy. He can't tackle anybody, and he also can't guard anybody. So it's not a good combination. So, yeah, I'd be on board. I would be on board for looking at a corner for sure. Besides that, I'm not sure how much I'm on board for.
Oh, I'm on board for Denzel Ward.
Yeah, I would love Denzel Ward.
Yeah,
I'm saying a corner. If we're gonna go shop for a corner, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we really need line help. If BG wants to come back, I'm all for it.
Yeah. I'm not like going and
going. I'm not going
28's unrestricted after the 2028 season, so you'd potentially have him for 2.5 years. Making a buttload of money, but That's what you have to do when you didn't keep one of those guys this offseason. Right? It's like what you had to do when you took Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson. Then you got to go back and make up for your mistakes.
I know that Isaiah Rodgers got beat by arguably one of the best players.
Coop made some good plays today.
No, Coop made a
really good play on Jefferson in the end zone.
Yeah, like Luke said earlier, where would this defense be without Coop? I mean, I don't know, man, because he tackles everybody. He tackles
as well. Yeah, it's the best thing about him is that he tackles.
They clearly thought Adoree was better than he is. I think a lot of people did, or assumed he could at least be.
He's also just never. I feel like I constantly see him not on the field.
Yeah, he's always hurt.
Always hurt. You know what they say about guys are always hurt, Tom? They're always hurt.
Always hurt. That's what they say. That's what they've told us. You know what I mean? That's what we've learned. Yeah, the DB mistake was not keeping Rodgers. It was cheaper. He was younger. It made more sense. And Chrome, I thought he'd be here for a minute. I thought he would get a 2-year deal, something like that, 3-year deal. But they didn't,
Yeah,
and was a mistake.
What confuses me about that altogether, right, is they went out and made an investment in him when he was suspended, right? They made that time investment, they made that money investment to sign him when he was suspended for the gambling. You had him in the building. He showed a lot of promise in that 1 year that he played with us, right? Last year. Obviously helped us win, was a big reason why we won in that secondary and why that secondary was so good. And then that's the one you let walk out the door, right? That doesn't seem like a Howie move. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't seem like that matches up with what Howie does so well. Is finds that diamond in the rough, or finds that person that, I don't want to say exploit, right? But you're suspended. I'm going to sign you. I'm going to make you come here. Yeah, and then why are you still here? Right.
I understand not slight because of the age, right? I understand not making the emotional mistakes like he made after 2017, right? So I understand the not slight, but we're talking about a younger player. You let guys walk. I do want to say this though, because somebody just said, Makuba's good for at least one play a game. He's also good for a turnover a game too.
He is forcing our turnovers. A little bit of a ball hawk for sure.
Absolutely, that's when we're
he's young. He's going to make some mistakes. Take the good with the bad with him at the moment.
And Steve, you're right. Sure, he's been better than Reed has.
Reed has definitely not been as good as he was last year. That's for sure.
No, and you don't have the corners. It's a little bit harder now. You do still. It's weird because you have the slot guy, and Q's really good, right? But even really good guys are going to get beat at times.
Well, listen, when you're not getting pressure, everybody get beat.
Yeah,
that's the way. That's how the league is designed.
That's facts.
It's impossible to guard these guys for 5 seconds. It's just not possible. So, if you're not getting pressure, everybody in the league getting beat. That being said, I do agree with so I guess I would agree with Greg that we're close. That's why I would trade for a corner, and I'm not really that concerned about trading for a defensive lineman. Is I feel like we are closer there as to getting more pressure. Then I think that a second corner is more of an issue.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I couldn't agree more. I think it's if you get a pass rusher and somebody's
especially
available,
if it's a legit corner, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
You go out and make a trade for whatever the Browns and Jags just did. I don't think that fixes your issue. But you go out and get, as we've talked about, like a Denzel Ward type. You know what I mean? Someone of a high caliber. That's gonna, it might cost you a second rounder or a third rounder, but it'll absolutely 100% help your team out.
Anybody good on the Raiders?
We got the guy that we thought could be decent from the Raiders, who was one of their
he hasn't done shit.
Well, he's been on IR. He'll be healthy and off IR this week. So no, he hasn't been anything good when he's been on the field, but
I was gonna say he hasn't looked great on the field, and he's also I don't know what's going on with him.
Well, go. I think the big problem is this defense has been on the field way too much throughout games. I mean, we got out yards today, right? So, and it's been pretty consistent with that. That's the one. If you're looking for a glaring weakness, is that we've been outgained in all of our games. So not ideal.
Not ideal.
But I'll say this about the big adjustment.
Today was nice.
Yeah, we hold teams. Listen, you know why we're as good as we are? We score when we're in the red zone, and we hold teams to field goals.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's how you win.
The numbers are not great.
Turnovers
on paper.
And don't score. Don't let up touchdowns.
Yep, like the rankings of where they are statistically are not great on paper. But if you look at red zone offense efficiency and you look at defensive red zone efficiency, they're top in both.
Yep.
And when you're doing that, you're going to win a lot of football games. And they take the football away, right? Another key to winning is we don't turn the damn football over. Our quarterback, it may not be a better guy in football at it. Okay, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception. And we find ways to take it away. That's why when people are taking shots at Makuba, like he's taking the football away a ton for us. And today another example, Jalen Hurts, huge pick today.
Yeah,
so
huge.
We're still finding ways to hold teams to 3 and take the football away. I have no complaint. This was a must win today. We talked about it on Wednesday. I don't care what anybody said. This was must win. You can't
lose 3 straight.
Yeah, they expect to be a Super Bowl contender and have those conversations. You can lose 2, but great teams don't go make it 3. And they did what they needed to do today. Huge road win. And like I said, Jalen Hurts put a team on his back today. Like we talked about this week, what he needed to do. What great quarterbacks do, what franchise quarterbacks do is they make up for stuff. So you're not running the football well, I'm going to make up for it. I'm going to put everybody on my back. We talked about it. I think there's a reel sitting on ATD you can go watch, and we talked about it on Wednesday night that he needed to be Superman. He needed to be what you're paying him to be, which is a franchise guy. And listen, what else can he ask for? A perfect passer rating, 300 yards, 3 tutties, no turnovers. I mean, that's glorious, baby.
And under 25 attempts.
Like we
talk about all the time, Tommy.
No team's better.
Keep them under 25, keep them under 30, and this team wins football games.
Now, you said something.
Speaking of under 30, we have over 60 people.
Was great to see as well.
We have over 60 people watching on YouTube, everywhere else, and we have less than 20 likes. Let's go. Hit the like button.
Yeah, get a grip, peeps. Greg, I'll say this. What is concerning now is with the run game, it's killing our defense.
Yes.
Because now, that's why we're on the field so much.
We can't sustain drive.
Yeah, we can't sustain a drive. That's the killer.
And in the first half, you take the touchdown away to pick 6. We had one good drive where we scored, obviously, right?
Yep, the opening drive.
After that, it was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. I think there might have been another 3 and out mixed in.
I think we just had another.
Just by talking.
Just by us talking.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at with it. I think it's, I think that's the biggest issue of getting this defense off the field a little bit and giving them breathers.
Sustaining drives, yes, I would agree. Yeah, then it goes back to the run game, like we were talking about. Obviously, threw the ball great today, but
I know, spouse. I don't know what you watched, babe. You watched 33 points in one quarter. I mean,
that was crazy. That was crazy.
Unbelievable. What a game! What a game! What a finish! Like, not wanting to be on the other side of that, of course, but man, you guys are building something there, though. We're a real worldwide leader of real talk. Definitely building something.
I like Dart and Scat.
Me too.
I hate to say it.
Not a fan to say it. I do too.
It was just like when Saquon was there. Like, you hated Saquon. You hated rooting for him, but he was awesome.
Like Saquon, great guy. You know what I mean? But Dart plays the game hard. He's just good, dude. He's just tough. And Scatterboo's like that. I don't know. Every good team
Swiss Army knife, guys.
You just hope he can stay healthy.
But I don't care about that. That's enough of that. Hurts the GOAT talk. Yeah, you're right, KZ. That's a GOAT game today. That's an absolute GOAT game.
Yeah.
And we talked about playing against a guy you took the spot of, who was the franchise quarterback, and you went and proved it today. So you make your GM happy, right? You make the owner happy even more. They were already happy with you, right? You won a Super Bowl, babe, but you just get even a little bit more happy.
Yeah,
a Super Bowl, babe.
Tyreek Woolen is on the trade block. I'd be interested.
Is that the one from? Is that Seattle?
I think so, yeah.
And you know what's funny too is I was just looking at the free agents next year, so after this year, He does scream.
Yes,
He does scream.
and
Classic.
1000%, and
he's a Boss
I
City
like
guy.
it. I love G City.
Yeah, not mad at them, and they're always good at football. So I mean, say what you want.
Couple
Gloucester
tough
City,
motherfuckers.
yeah, Gloucester High, always good at football.
That Tariq Warren is, or Waylon, or whatever his name is, Woolen.
Yeah.
I think he's a free agent, so it's very possible he could be available as a rental again.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they score 33.
They're always good at football until they run into Paulsboro or Glassboro. Then good night. Thanks for coming. Enjoy the drive back down 130.
I don't know where the RPOs are, Billy. I mean, I've been asking for them for weeks, babe. You know what I mean? I don't know why they're just holding out. They continue to want to hold out on it, and the screen game and some other things like that. I don't know. You would think this would be an easy screen type offense. I don't know why it's not part of it. Yeah, Wallin is a freak, Jesse.
Yeah.
I know intangibles, he's huge, but he's been hit or miss. Yeah, I mean, I'll take I've been hit or miss. Well, put him in a different system, giving him a new change of scenery. And again, I don't think Keely Ringo is like the worst player ever, but I also don't think he's good enough to be a starter. When you're talking about, like, hear what I'm saying. I don't think he's good enough to be a starter when you're talking about playoff teams or a team that has aspirations of winning the Super Bowl. But I do think there's teams in this league he could start for. Yes, right, but not contenders. Is that fair?
Yeah,
fair. There's probably teams he could start for, just not.
I think.
We're a contender.
I'm 100% with you. I think his play gets blown out of proportion because of the expectations that they have for him. Right? I don't think he's been absolute horseshit, but he also hasn't been any good for a Super Bowl contending team. Right?
Yeah. That is facts. What did I just say, though?
I'm leaning towards horseshit.
Like, what did I just say, babe? I just said he doesn't deserve to be playing on a team that's a contender.
I'm with Chrome on this one, buddy. I apologize.
What does stinks mean?
Stinks.
What does stinks mean?
He couldn't tackle your son. That he stinks. He shouldn't be on the field.
He actually doesn't. Okay. I don't like Ringo, so I'm not the one who begged for him to play. Okay. I was the one who said Adoree should play over him, so that should tell you how I feel about Ringo. I'm just telling you. I think I answered the question very clearly.
You can have your opinion.
There's not an opinion to be had. He's not good enough to play on this team. He's not good enough to play on this team. That's the opinion.
I mean, you started it by being like, I think that he's not the worst guy in the world. Man.
I just think he gets exposed on this team. Yeah. Calvin thinks he would flourish with a consistent pass rush.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
majority of the corners in the NFL would.
I agree there, but yeah, I mean, he wasn't in limited time last year. He wasn't this bad. He was competitive. He was serviceable in the limited times. But as Tommy, you just said, and as we've obviously seen, as a leading role, as a starting cornerback too, he has not been good enough this year. But I don't think he's a lost cause.
That's always been the knock, is the stiff hips. I mean,
yes.
Yeah. I mean, I said this motherfucker wasn't Shakira. I mean, numerous times. So Wilson's trying to act like I said the guy's good.
Shakira.
I mean, it never came out of my mouth that he was good or anything like that.
I'd like to rewind back 2.5 minutes.
Never said he was good. So
you were on the border of it. You were on the tip of it.
You're just on the tip of a lot of things.
Just a tip. Just a tip. Old stiff hips, fucking Ringo.
Matt said, I'm excited for this offense being under center. I think that could work wonders for the rest of this season. Never saw Hurts do it that much until today, and that is factual.
Yeah,
I think that is adjustments and different plays and different things the defense hasn't seen. And funny how that becomes successful. That's all.
Yeah, and I think, as you mentioned, that adjustment, I think it did wonders for him today. Like, that, I think, was their answer to, like, the RPO, right? Yeah. Instead of doing the RPO, let's get back under center and do a legit play action. which is going to have the same impact with this offense. The problem is where they did it a lot was they did it on first down. They did it on second down, where most likely we were running the ball out of it. But that was the touchdown to Devontae, though. The touchdown to Devontae was under center, play action to Saquon, bomb. Yeah. Like, it's funny how that works out.
And we've been rushing.
Whether it's play action, whether it's RPO, right, yeah. Tommy? Like play action RPO.
And we've been running out of that all year.
Yeah.
And it's been like a tell. Like, everybody can tell. Like, here we go again. And so that is better play calling. I don't disagree that some things can be better, but I think what happens is as we put so much on the play caller, the problem is we're not running the football well. So that magnifies play calling. It just does.
No, I'll give you that. That's true.
It does. Like, if you run the football,
running the football makes everything easier. We always said that. Easier.
But I also think these deep shots will slowly make everything else easier offensively as well.
Stretching the field for sure. Yes.
Yeah, because there's two ways to look at it. Running does it, but also, like you said, stretching the field does the same thing too.
Yeah, for sure. The biggest, Greg was talking about it. We've all been talking about it, but I wouldn't say it's a huge, like we said on the poll question, but like last year, I preached this, and I think most people did. Like, the biggest, we were so good because we had a lead late. We got the ball, and we wouldn't give it back to you because we would just dominate the ball on the ground and just turn out yards after yards after yards.
Everybody knew
you're not getting the ball back. We're going to run, and we're going to run it right down your throat. We can't do that right now, and it opens up everything. It opens up to end the game scenarios where teams get back in the game against you, all kinds of stuff like that. When you can't sustain drives with run the football, that is an issue, and hopefully we can get it fixed. And also, knocking on wood here, but I feel like
that's not. But again, Will, that's not great play calling.
Super close to injuries multiple times now. Like, I don't like it. Again today, he was down for a little bit. I was like, did he get hurt?
Well, he's punching.
He's punching the ground. I didn't like that. I'm like,
if you watch the Saquon documentary, every time he's punched the ground, he's gotten really hurt. So you're like, okay, that's not good.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But I've been yelling to give other guys more carries and have a change of pace. Yep. I think it's how you can.
They did a little Bigsby today,
and they got a good run. And they got a good run out of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, he's a little tired right now.
Yeah,
like that's why the injuries are.
Yeah, long season last year.
Yeah, you guys, like, they can't see it. It's like they're blind to it. It's like you're not going to hurt the guy's feelings. He's the ultimate teammate. Okay, so then guess what? When you do get him in, it's a different look, and now you got a better chance of him breaking one. I've been saying this for weeks. I can say it from my couch, baby. I can say it from my goddamn basement. Deep in the woods of South Jersey. I can tell you. All right, and a guy that does it for a living can't understand that? Or is it a Robbie Thompson? We don't want to hurt goddamn fucking feelings.
Yeah, we know he's a workhorse, right? They don't want to take him out. They even ran a little two RB action today with Will Shipley, but you only saw it once.
Pecky.
Now he's getting an O lineman. That'd be interesting.
That was not a good ball by Penix there.
Well, Bill, we need to, right? But we also need to realize we're 5-2, and we're winning games because of how good we are in the red zone and how good we are in red zone defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, both sides, but red zone, both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with you. Like, first down efficiency needs to be better, right? We got to figure it the hell out. Not good enough. Right. But when you're winning, it's easier to get to a point of figuring it out. When you're losing, it's just going to go to shit. So the fact that you're 5-2, you're going to have a bye week coming up. The bye week did wonders for this team last year. I hope it can do some of the same things this year.
They sure did.
Get to it. I think it showed a little precursor today, Billy. A little bit of a precursor today, what a couple extra days does for a football team that's really good. I think the bye week can really help them sort of take a step back and really evaluate how they can get better on first down, etc. I would hope.
True.
And I agree with this comment. I agree with this one too. I agree with V. Like 10 touches a game. That's where I'm at with it. Give it to other guys, man. 10 touches is still good. 10 to 12. right? Get him touches, but don't give him 20, 25. He's not ready. Slow burn his ass in a good way. He got paid. He's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can see other guys got a little bit more of a burst. They're hitting holes harder. And Wilson's right. Every time he gets tackled now, it seems like he's a play away from being out for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's been a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. There's been a couple where you're like, oh my God, did he get his leg caught?
And not that I mind it, but like he's starting to get frustrated with like the team, right? Like Jalen did hit him with that one toss one, and he went back and ripped him, like as you should. But I think that's the frustration in not being effective or as effective as he usually has been with us, starting to boil over, right? That the toss game today was a different wrinkle that we hadn't seen yet this year, or at least as much as we did this year. I still don't know why they keep tossing to the right against, going to Tyler Steen and Lane Johnson. I understand Lane, but why aren't you going to the left where Mailata and Dickerson are, the road graders? But I'll take the adjustment. I'll take the different look for something. I did like the toss plays. Again, most likely out of under center though. I mean, I think we've been talking about under center Wills for years. How we wanted them. Yeah, not all the time, right? Because we just know where the game is, but get under center more.
Being in shotgun, I hate always being in shotgun. So I am big fan of being under center more.
And it worked today.
Yeah,
it worked. It was efficient.
Hopefully, it can boost our running game.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Because you get guys. Most running backs are, but like our guys are shifty running backs. You know what I mean? Like between Saquon and Will Shipley, and that, not that they carry the ball out, but only A.J. Dillon is really a north-south pound you type of guy. The other guys, Tank Bigsby, Will Shipley, obviously Saquon, they flourish in space. You know what I mean? So you get them on the outside going up against a cornerback instead of a linebacker. Well, that's advantage you.
And Greg, this is the biggest thing, okay? When we talk about A.J. Dillon. Now, granted, he's got 12 attempts, right? But yards per carry is 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Will Shipley, yards per carry, 6.5. Right? So when you look at those two guys and their yards per carry, both over 5 combined, that's where I look at it.
That's what you say to yourself. You can give more carries.
Give more carries.
Yeah, sure.
Give more carries. And my starter's at a 3.3.
Don't matter. Okay? You're good at 3. You're good at 3.
Yeah, a 3.3. So knowing that, like, I got to get these guys more carries and touches because something about them that changed the pace. They're either not expecting run, right? And we're able to hit them with runs. And A.J. Dillon's ran hard, right? And I think having to change the pace back is a thunder and lightning that great teams usually use well.
Yes.
Right? And when you look at, I was watching, Cocaine Cowboy, the USC thing, right? I don't know if you guys watched that on Amazon Prime, but either way, it was Lendell White and Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Right? But you get a thunder and lightning and you win. Right? You win. Most running teams like to have that.
Yeah.
And you're not getting the thunder per se from Jalen in a way of like running the football. So you have it with AJ, you signed them. This is where I get confused.
And he was hurt. He was scratched today. AJ Dillon. He didn't even dress.
Or maybe the rush I saw was Shipley's then.
No, I think the only guy that had a rush, it was Tank Bigsby.
Yeah, the Bigsby had some carries.
The Bigsby had a carry for 11 yards.
I thought he had 2. No.
Well, maybe I thought it was
maybe
only
it was
one.
Shipley. Maybe it was Shipley that I thought had a rush before. Yeah, because one of them had a rush. I thought it was Dillon, but I guess it must have been Shipley.
Yeah, it was Bigsby for 1 rush. Saquon 18 rushes, Bigsby 1, Jalen Hurts 4. That's it.
Well, there might have been one that got
Shipley
called
had a catch. Shipley had a catch.
Okay.
Maybe that
for 7 yards. Tank had a catch for
Tank had a catch. That's what
negative 1 yard.
So he did have a catch. All right. I was gonna say I definitely saw him in there more than just the 1 carry.
Well, like I said, maybe what I saw from Shipley could have been something called back, or maybe it was the catch.
Could have been. Yeah.
But either way, yeah. But my point is, like, these guys are running it well.
Mm-hmm.
So let them get a couple more touches.
For sure.
Get him off his legs a little bit. Right? Get him fresher. Get him fresher.
Game 7 tomorrow.
They win?
Yes. Yep. Toronto just won.
Well, at least man, we got one Game 7.
Yeah.
Or one long series.
Yeah, but Vape, that's why you run guys like Will Shipley and AJ Dillon up the middle, and you then you start getting the big explosive plays on the outside. Right? But you got to have a change of pace. They're not doing it good enough. I think that's where they're costing themselves. Because Saquon's so good that they feel like they can't take him off the field. Right? But they're not like looking when it's all these sports look at numbers now. I feel like they're not looking at the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're just not going to look at the numbers now when it comes to this, because he's arguably the best back, if not top 3 back in football, right? Sometimes you got to look at the numbers and you got to realize the wear and tear that his body went through last year. Like if it was just a regular season, that's still a lot. But then you factor in the postseason into that. It's a lot. That's a long season.
Oh, for sure.
How about a Juwan Johnson TD here?
How about not?
He hit McCaffrey for a first down.
Yeah, I saw that. That's fun.
Yeah.
Didn't
you bet Juwan?
No, that was
I did second. For sure.
That was the second scorer.
Oh, okay. Did somebody already score?
Yeah, Bijan.
Yeah,
won me $30. Won me $30.
Nice.
I had a 5-piece on Bijan.
Heyo.
Yeah, I saw that retro boy. He was talking to Howie saying we ain't losing no more.
I love that. That's so good.
Love it. But listen,
that's that swagger, right? That's that swagger back that we missed.
Facts, Greg.
And I think, Tommy, I think you just brought it up, right? The mini buy that we just went through, I think, has paid dividends and can show you what the upcoming buy, once we get through New York, what that can do to us as well, right? Like settle everybody down, regroup, refocus, and go on a run.
Yeah. Sauce Gardner?
He left with an injury today, but I'm not sure if it was bad. But
everything you read is BS, but somebody just put out on Washington isn't on Breece Hall. Why would they want him? Because they don't have a running back. Also, Jets are in fire sale mode on 5 players. Yeah, and Sauce isn't one of them, unfortunately. I think they do have a cornerback that is available, but I don't know who it is.
Who's their other corner? He's been good, I thought. Their other young corner was a good one, too.
I know they're talking about like Will Johnson for the Jets is potentially like the linebacker. Let's see here. Trade rumors.
Wow. I don't even know damn linebacker.
Jermaine Johnson. I'm sorry, Jermaine Johnson.
McCaffrey just carried like half the team into the end zone.
Other players, potentially Quincy Williams and Michael Carter. I think Michael Carter is the running back. Breece Hall, Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson, defensive end.
Michael Carter, nickelback, too.
The cornerback, that's the Michael Carter. The other one is Michael Carter's in Arizona. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say he's in Arizona.
Will McDonald's another defensive end who might be on the move. He's more of a linebacker, though.
Oh, McDonald had a fun.
Will.
Brandon Stevens is their other corner. Who that is.
But yeah, the Jets would be someone to target for either, defensive end, like they're, Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson.
Jets and Miami would be willing to trade multiple guys.
I mean, Jermaine Johnson, intriguing rookie year, rookie contract, 2 years remaining. I mean, that might be somebody.
Is Quinnen Williams available?
I just read somebody with a Williams last name is available.
That's their defensive tackle.
Quincy, the linebacker.
Not the same.
No, definitely not the same.
They don't even have a Quincy at linebacker. Yeah, they don't have a Quincy.
Maybe he's a defensive end.
No.
Let's see.
No Quincy. Quinnen Williams, who's a defensive tackle.
Oh, he's on injury reserve. That's probably why he's not on there.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
I'm like, these are like last week. These articles aren't that far. Not like I'm looking at 2024.
Yeah, I mean, how you would think
he's active. There was a report, I think, from Schefter or whatever. He's active looking for edge and cornerback. That's what he's looking at. And they've completely shut down talks naturally of AJ.
He's going to do something at Wayward. Howie, that is, in terms of the D back room. There's no shot he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta make a move.
Yeah, it might not be who he wants, right? It might not be like his target number one, but I bet you he'll get somebody in his top 5 targets. If that's somebody's number 2,
I would
right?
think so. Yeah.
Like, what's Miami got in the secondary down there? Anything? Probably not. But they got anything of substance? Because that's a place you call. We already talked about the Jets. Find me some other teams that aren't competitive anymore.
Yeah. Let's see here. Dolphins roster.
Miami has Xavier Howard.
They have Minka
right?
Fitzpatrick. I mean, he's more of a safety at this point, right?
Yeah, he's definitely a safety.
And he's old. You're not trading for him.
They have Xavier Howard, right? Who's old.
They do have Xavier Howard. Storm Duck. Holy smokes. You got our old buddy Russell Douglas down there. Storm Duck.
Speaking of old guys.
Jack Jones. Xavier must be hurt because he's not on their depth chart at all.
Yeah, I think he is hurt.
It's probably why they're a terrible team. You have a defense, you have a secondary named Storm Duck. I can't get past the name.
Storm Duck? Like
Storm Duck.
Like that quacks?
Like STORM DUCK. Duck.
Okay.
I gotta look this guy up now.
It's a wild name.
Completely wild name. Where did he go to school? North Carolina. That's probably why I never heard of him.
While I'm thinking about it,
24 years old. Is Storm Duck a real name? Yes. Storm Chandler Duck is his real name.
The Duck.
He was named after the character Storm Logan from The Bold and the Beautiful.
Wow. Someone was a big fan of soaps, huh?
Someone was a big fan of soap operas.
Big soaps fan. Mom was a big soaps fan. All right.
Titans have Ladarius Sneed. Jalen Amore Davis. That's the Titans.
Yeah, Sneed's not a bad name.
We obviously know one of the Texans corners, and the other is Lassiter. Kamari Lassiter. I like him. He's young.
Are the
Raiders
bad? I feel like, are the Texans in that kind of a mood?
Well, I think if they lose tomorrow, they are.
I think they're going to win tomorrow. But I hear you. I hear you on that. But just that division. I mean, I guess the Colts are kind of running away with it, right?
Colts are a juggernaut right now.
They look great. Indianapolis Jones. Indy Jones.
Raiders don't have anybody that pops out of substance. You know what I mean? No names that I recognize. So,
yeah, that's what I figured the Raiders would probably move anybody.
Yeah. Max Crosby?
Yeah, I don't think they'll move him. He left the game today, too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Our buddy Thomas Booker's out there.
Trying to find teams. There's really not a lot out there.
No.
No, the Yeah.
Eric Stokes.
Yeah, yeah. The Raiders.
Yeah. Blue Kelly Caillou Blue Kelly. Yeah.
That's wild. Kai's just running around blowing Kellys, huh?
Caillou Blue Kelly.
Yeah, Chubb we talked about earlier.
4-year starter. Las Vegas, Nevada.
Is that UNLV?
UNLV?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're just looking for bodies now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I could bless you. Bodies that I could bless you.
Yeah. And not that it's a good reason, but like maybe that's why we're stuck in the position we are, because there's no one else out there. Like with Keeley and Adoree Jackson, right? Like maybe, obviously, I mean, yes, we could have just done the right thing and re-signed. What's his face?
Well, I think that's where you got to read.
Rodgers,
I think that's where you got to read the room and read what's coming up. And I think sometimes you get caught after winning a Super Bowl of not really reading the room right on what the offseason looks like, etc.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I still can't believe Howie missed that though. Like that's not a Howie miss there. You know what I mean?
No, not when you have two guys that were here, right?
You had them in the building.
And whatever two guys you want to take, it doesn't matter. But you have two guys here.
That just it gets me. It gets me that he missed that. That's not a Howie move.
Definitely not.
At least a recent Howie move, right?
College football's been wild.
It has been.
We were talking about that before you were on air, Greg.
It has been wild.
Plus, first of all, college football betting is absurd right now because there's just who knows who's going to win each week.
Yep.
And who would have thought 3 years ago I would have told you that Indiana would be a juggernaut? You'd be like,
juggernaut
in basketball? No, in football.
Yep.
They are awesome. They're awesome.
Yeah.
And Vandy's awesome.
I wouldn't have guessed it. Vandy's incredible.
Diego Pavi
he's the best.
He makes Vandy, but
he's the absolute best.
Indiana is loaded. And that coach is great. That's a great signing by them to lock him up.
Yeah. They knew they had to, right? You knew you had to sign to lock him up.
You knew if you didn't lock him up, somebody coming.
Yeah.
Bryce
Huff would have been calling tomorrow.
Bryce Huff is all over the field tonight, and I don't like that one bit.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
He's back with Salah. Of course he is.
Yeah, we're splitting double teams.
The first thing they said when they came on air, they were like, well, the guy that's been their best guy up front is Bryce Huff. And I was like, yeah, that's great to hear. Asshole.
Appreciate you.
I think he just forced a fumble.
That wasn't a fumble.
I couldn't tell.
But yes, college football has been wild. I mean, not that it wasn't lasting much longer, but imagine firing Billy Napier after a win. Like you fired a guy after a win.
Yeah, it's different.
Like I get it. I get it.
Tommy.
But after a win is wild work.
Yeah, both are assholes.
I mean, is what's it called fired tomorrow? He has to be, right?
McDaniel? Florida State?
No, Mike McDaniel. The Miami
you would think so.
Dolphins coach.
Yeah, you would think so.
Right? He has to be.
He's completely lost the locker room.
He has to be fired. There's no other way around it. Especially after last week with the whole thing with like Tua said this, and then he came back and said this, and I'm like, that's already not a good sign. Then you come out and you get your doors blown off by the Browns. You have to be fired. You have to be fired.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. A Super Bowl contending team isn't making a change mid-year, but I'd bring Mike McDaniels to run the offense.
No, don't say that, please.
Not this year.
I hate
not
that
this year.
Nerd.
Not this year.
I hate that nerd.
But I would. If you make a move in the offseason, hello.
That hand's not empty when it's going forward.
No, I think it's an incomplete.
Yeah, it's incomplete. But it did hit his helmet.
It was close, but it's incomplete.
His helmet hit it, and it almost came out before, but he started to go forward. But no, I mean, yeah, would I bring in a guy like McDaniel of that stature as an offensive coordinator after time wears off? Sure, right? If he doesn't get it done, yeah, absolutely.
Just the creativity, right?
That's all. Some guys are just good at the coordinator jobs,
correct.
Right? And that's okay. They're not the lead dog. They can't be a lead dog. Like that's a perfect guy as like, oh, look at our funny offensive coordinator, right? Like you know what I mean? Like that can fly that act when you're not doing pressers all the time. You understand?
100%.
When you're the big dog, that shit don't fly, especially when you're 1-6. And it looks like a team quit, and your quarterback stinks. That's the big thing.
And Penix is limping.
A big, huge win, Brian. Huge win for the Birds.
Was a great win for sure. Much needed win.
He's hurt. Is that Bryce off again? Okay, thank God.
Oh, there's a holding on San Fran though.
He's hurt.
It was absolutely a big win.
Huge. Needed it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do it this year. I don't know if you do it. Like, I don't know if you fire Patullo.
No,
they're not.
I think you would have done it. I think you would have done it.
You don't do moves like that's a desperation move. Can't do that move.
In my opinion, I think you would have done it already. Or if you lose 3 in a row, you do it this week, so you bring in someone new for the bye, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wayward, yeah. Kyle Shanahan, perennial loser in the playoffs. That's what he does.
Yep.
I feel like next week.
Daniel's set for MRI. That's not good.
Who is?
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, he didn't look great.
It
looked like he was.
MRI for the hammy. Yeah,
looked like he was hurt walking off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it. I still think their defense is bad, but Dallas can definitely move the ball
at home.
I mean, they've been moving the ball pretty much everywhere,
but they don't win everywhere.
Well, no, their defense.
They only win at home. That's like I laugh, like you just went and lost to Carolina. You know what I mean? Like, and then he come back and put up 45 today. Like Carolina, you knew it was going to happen.
Carolina's also won 3 in a row. So
they're better. They're improved.
They're not bad.
They're improved. But Dallas, if Dallas is who they should beat Carolina wherever they play.
Well, Dallas, who's Dallas supposed to be?
Yeah. I just think that Dallas's defense is going to hold them back, which is 100% which is good. But they can definitely move the ball.
Humberto, I think this is the year you finally have a repeat NFC champion. But I think we did that 2 years in a row, didn't we? We didn't win it that year. Because we fell off down the stretch.
Yeah.
We lost to the Giants. That happens, Bill. It was a short week, Thursday night game. I think we smoke them next week. I think
Thanks
we
roll.
Thanks
for the segue, Bill. Appreciate you.
I think we roll job it.
Yeah, I don't think it's, and especially the way they lost, way they lost today. I just think they're and they'll bounce back, right? They're young. They're especially their impact players are young. They'll bounce back.
The way they lost today, Greg, it's one or the other. Either they don't show up, we blow them out, or it's an extremely tight game. Like,
yes,
they play well and it's very tight.
Yeah, which could go that way, but I do think that's not low at the quarterback on Bryce off. Just call shit on him, please. I needed a field goal or a touchdown. I needed something. I'm not going to get it.
No, unbelievable. That's just an absolute terrible pass on 4th down.
Thanks. Yeah. It's great. Good ball. Fucking loser. Robert Stout, shut up.
He threw an 8-yard pass on 4th. I
would love to tackle Robert Stout. That loser. I would love to tackle that loser too. Yo, how about the 10-9-8ers though? How about 10-9-8ers? A little preseason action the other night, and actually looked good. It was good to see the Rook. The Rook looked delicious.
I think Edgecombe's going to be a good player though. I have been saying that.
And Maxey looked good.
Is Paul George going to play all year?
I don't know, but Embiid already played a preseason game, so that's fun. So he's healthy for now.
Yeah, that's
Maxey. If Maxey and the kid are healthy, that'd be nice.
And let's be real, right? Joel is back in full troll mode. We might be in for a good season. I mean, already calling out the media for saying he's not a top 100 player anymore. Like already in full, just like I'm gonna piss on you guys for all the shit that you talked on me. They might be real.
Get the fuck on the court then. That would be my response to him. Get the fuck on the court then.
He's on the court. So
yeah, someone asked him, and he's like, well, apparently to you and a lot of your colleagues, I'm not a top 100 player in the league anymore. So
when you don't play, yeah, you're not.
And VJ looked great the other night, and Maxey looked good, and Quentin Grimes looked good. So it was a good showing. And like I said, Embiid had 14 points in 18 minutes, so he had a good showing. So it was just good. It was like an East that's wide open.
Yes, it is.
You have an opportunity to do some things this year if you can just stay healthy. And even if not, you got young guys that you can be excited about too. So you have that half in, half out model that we talked about, that you're in a rebuild mode too, while you're still have an opportunity to win something. I don't know what that would be, but right, you still have an opportunity to be good. So I'm looking forward to it because of the young players. Naturally, that's what you should do as a fan. So that does bring me like this extra excitement, like we signed free agents because we had obviously a high pick in the draft, and he looks the part, which is fun too. And you win by good guard play in this league, and him and Maxey, that's a good start to that. and I like Grimes, and when Nail Polish comes back, that's a good young backcourt to be excited about.
I would agree with you there.
You got backup size that you didn't have before. Bona another year gives him a little bit, rookie year's a little, sophomore year's a little better than rookie year for these guys, naturally. So he looks better, looks like a little bit less of a dog on a hardwood floor.
Yeah. I
like Bohm just because he's a 4-year college guy, and it's size, it's 6'10", right? So and then Drummond, so you have a lot more size than you did last year.
Yeah.
Because you only had Drummond. So I feel better about that in a way. So just like little things like that. The roster's deeper, and it's got some young guys in it. So let's go. You know what I mean? Let's go play Nick Nurse style basketball, babe.
Let's go mess around. Let's go mess around and win something.
Goddamn effort. I mean, you drafted the what you model your team from, right? Like when you think about what he drafted, it's energy and effort. What is Tyrese Maxey? Energy and effort, right? So like you're building that culture of your young guys of what you want in your team.
Yep.
And what you think it takes to win, which is energy and effort, which I can't agree with more. Right? So that's what jazzes me up a little bit. Right? That's what gets my hands jazzy. Because it's like, you see that from VJ. VJ is up in you. He plays above the rim. He's a rebounder. Him and Maxey up tempo is absolutely delicious. When you talk about a regular season where if you can run it, you can win a lot of games. And even in the postseason, we saw when you can run, you can win now too. Because, Oklahoma City gets up and down the damn court as well. And they got a great half-court game too. But they definitely get up and down the court.
Yeah, they definitely put that to rest.
There's my rant.
Sixers are going to have to show me.
Yeah, me too. But you can always
I'm ready to be hurt again.
Yeah, me too. I'm here. I said it to Cass. He's like, Sixers good. I said they on this piece of paper they are. And if they're healthy, but I'm ready to get hurt. just to prepare him. But we are going to a game.
Nice.
Yeah, in January. Sure, nobody will be healthy by then.
Yeah, season will be over.
It'll be like Nick Nurse playing, player coach.
That'll be one of those nights where Grimes has 33. Got the Grimes game.
Yeah. Who said Giants with 11 wins? Giants 9 wins. Cowboys 11 wins. Eagles 8-9. I mean, punch yourself in the dick.
We're only winning 3 more games.
We're going to win 3 more games then, huh? That'd be rough.
Oh, that's a good call right there. I mean, I don't think they're at that level, right, Greg? But like they did have a ton of guards: Sammy Cassell, Vernon Maxwell, Kenny Smith, and Clyde. And then Akeem was the dream. And
yes, that's the that could be the issue that we have there.
Is that what they're thinking? Is that
Akeem was the dream and
is that what AI told Daryl Morey? Did AI say, "Hey, Daryl, hey," because he likes to get his information from artificial intelligence. He made that clear. I
always think when you say that what AI told, I think you're always talking about Allen Iverson.
Yeah. And most do. I said it and I thought of it and I wanted to clarify artificial intelligence. So I'm wondering if he got that from there. Like, well, if you do this around Embiid, this is what Houston did. Oh, I don't know.
Again, they had the dream. We have the nightmare. That's the only issue.
Well, we don't have a nightmare when he's healthy, but yes, everything else.
He's not healthy ever. He's not going to be healthy. He's not going to be healthy.
Lost a ton of weight. Does good wonders.
Did we already go? We already went over this, Tom. What happens? That guys are always hurt.
They're always hurt. And then they lose weight.
He's going to be hurt.
And then they lose weight and things change.
Right. He's going to be hurt. You might as well mark it down. It's like fucking clockwork. You got to pay your taxes in April.
I just told you. I have tickets in January and nobody will be playing. I made that clear to you before we even got into this and nobody will be playing. That being said, when we talk about getting hurt again, my point again is he lost a lot of weight. And I will give you credit where it's due. We asked you to do that for years. I'm glad it finally hit you.
Yeah, that's all.
That's it. A wet dream. It beats the wet dream, babe. You wake up and it's not what you wanted. You thought it was something that you were getting and it wasn't real. I think that's what it is. I think it's the wet dream. You don't even have to call it a nightmare. A nightmare would be Ben Simmons. That was a nightmare. And being more of a wet dream. Didn't really get her. You know what I mean? You thought you did, or him, wherever you're into, but you didn't get it if you're into that too. So whatever, more of a wet dream. Or whatever you're into, right?
I was gonna say stop.
Whatever you dabble with.
Probably not ahead, but just
whatever you dabble with. Whatever you dabble with. I can't wait. Let's go get to an Eastern Conference final. Right? About one time. Hey, one time. Hey, treat me one time. Hey,
no fucking chance.
Oh, I can't. VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, Quentin Grimes, Jonah Bona take us to an Eastern Conference final before Embiid does.
That you could book.
Yeah.
Just because it would never happen, right?
No, they won't win 30, 32 games because the Eastern Conference isn't good. SJM. So like with Tyrese Maxey alone, they're a 40-win team. Like, you know what I mean? Like
you said all this last year when I told you we were going to stink. And what did we win last year?
No, I didn't say it last year.
We didn't win many.
Well,
last year, everyone was, we're going to at least be the 5th seed. We're at least be the 5th seed, or we'll be the worst team in basketball.
Maxey was hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Maxey was hurt. We didn't have VJ Edgecombe. We didn't have no.
We're not going to have Paul George. Might as well mark that down. Because you can double down on the guy that's always hurt.
Well, I'm not worried about
old PG himself.
If Embiid's there, I could care less about George. So, just saying.
No,
would like that. Would like that, Paul George. You know what I mean? Would like him to give me 50 games in a postseason. That'd be delicious, right?
Nice for what we're paying him.
Yeah, not going to bet on that one. I'll bet on more podcasts and games played.
I wonder if you can actually make that bet. That's a strong bet.
That's got a high probability of hitting.
Yeah, it's a strong bet for sure.
Yeah, minus 120.
Oh shit!
I bet you could on that new Colossi site. They could bet anything on that site.
Now Embiid, I think will play more games than Paul George.
From
what it looks like people were talking about he wasn't coming back from the injury, and I kept saying that
the way it sounded.
No, because I'm saying the Sixers never give information on it.
Yeah, but
so stop buying into it.
Who trusts the Sixers medical staff? Nobody.
Yeah, but we were talking odds. And odds of like the Sixers were still too good. Remember? Like we were going through odds, like preseason odds to like Eastern Conference Finals, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And their odds were too good for him not to be healthy. Because Vegas always knows. That's where I was like, okay. Unless they're saying he's not playing, like they're coming out and saying he's not going to play, then let's just wait and see how it plays out. And I think we got lucky with this one. Because maybe from a doctor's, right? I'm sure a doctor said, hey, Joe, if you want this to really work, you got to lose 25 pounds. You got to lose 30 pounds. You got to take the pressure off your ligaments. If you want this to really work for you.
Yeah.
And at some point of his career, you get tired of losing. You get tired of missing games. It kills you. Because I can imagine it kills the guy. Let's be real. Like, this isn't easy for him. He's tried to play through everything. So one thing he's not is a pussy. One thing he's not is a quitter. He's tried to play through every goddamn thing he's had. He's had some of the worst luck at times, and some of it self-imposed because he's a bigger guy, right? And you weigh a little bit more. So in a league that you don't got to body up anymore, and a league that's not built for, 275 big men, you got to cut down. And credit to him. Now, let's see if it pays off. I'm not going to bet on it paying off, but I feel better than him looking the same. Makes sense? I feel a lot better than him coming into camp the same size he was every other goddamn year. When we knew you have to take weight off the knees. You have to take them off the knees when you're a bigger guy, like in terms of a big man. You have to take the pressure off the knees.
Yep.
I mean, Hakeem was wearing goddamn knee braces at 27. You know what I mean? So you got to take the pressure off the knees. That's all.
Yeah.
What up, Eagles Uncensored? What's up, Ben?
What up?
What up, dude?
Dub talk. They need to keep building on passing game. Their identity. That's their identity on offense. Eagles man 19 says. Yeah. SJM, man. McCain looks healthy on TikTok, twerking and dancing. Or he's painting nails. Yeah, whatever you're into, babe. You know what I mean? Whatever you enjoy.
I like Jalen's answer to that identity question to Pam Oliver. I don't know if you guys heard him. They're like,
did not hear it.
He's like, she asked him basically like, about the identity. He goes, identity only matters early in the year. He's like, when you're trying to feel things out, he goes, after you get to a certain part of the year, only thing that matters is winning. And you're like, yeah, keep winning. Because when you lose 2 in a row, we start questioning what the hell your identity is.
And everybody said today, Saquon, Nick, how much winning matters.
Sure.
To them. Like how much what it looks like does not matter to them. And I said, and they said, you think, they almost said like you get spoiled by winning sometimes.
Yeah.
And then you lose 2 in a row and you're like, man, we don't care how it looks.
Yeah.
Like
realistically, like inside this building. Inside this building, we don't give a shit. Yep.
We want to get away with a win. We want to continue to work and clean things up, but we're trying to win football games.
Yeah.
So we're not worried about it's not a beauty contest. It's not how you win. We say it every year. I say it every goddamn year.
Tough to win this league.
If you cut nets down, nobody gives a shit. Or you go to a Super Bowl, right? Or you go to an NFC title game and you're going into that week. Nobody gave a shit what that week 8 win was.
Yep.
Nobody gave a shit what week 12 was. Nobody cares. So it's like, did you set yourself up to get there? right? Did you get yourself into the dance? All right, and have an opportunity. And because I always say, when you got a good team like this, it's NFC title game or bust.
Yeah.
Right? Because that just gives you the opportunity. I just want opportunities. Now I got a 50-50 to go to a Super Bowl again. I just want the opportunity.
Yeah. That's what we all loved about the Andy Reid, Donovan McNabb era, right?
Yeah,
whether it turned out or not.
Yeah.
We were there. We were always in the playoffs, and we knew we were always one of the top end seeds and had a chance to do it.
No, you're right.
Opportunity. No, it was a great win today. In recap, great win today. Great to see the passing game flourish with downfield passing. Still need to work on the running game. And I think we're all in favor of trading for a cornerback if possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don's not happy. Ken's saying the Lions going to lose and my Packers will be in first place.
Lions, love the Lions tomorrow.
And then Don
love the Lions.
Shut that up.
Don, I'm with you. Love the Lions tomorrow.
They might get Mike Evans back, but there's no one else playing for him.
Now, what I would like to get more yards as a team than the other team we play. Yes. Eagles wise, yes. I would like for that to change at some point. Right? Would I like to outpossess a team? Yes. Would I like to have some of my identity I had last year? Yes.
Sure.
So as much as I want to get out with a win, I want to get better at stuff week in, week out now. Now it's time to start growing. Step one today. Yep. Next week, I need an ass whooping. You understand me? I need an ass whooping because you got to go belt the ass to let your little brother know that you ain't ready yet. You understand? You thought you were on a Thursday night game on a short week in your place, but you really ain't there yet. And that needs to happen Sunday for me. For me, it needs to happen. And for Giants fans, it needs to happen because you just need to. Oh, we said it. We like Dart. We love Scott. Right, but
pump the brakes a little bit.
They're getting a little excited. It's time for a little bout the ass. Go to timeout. Okay.
Yeah, would love to see us run the ball down their throat. That would be great.
Yeah,
that would be great. That would be absolutely great.
You know what I mean? Just need a little smack. Just to say, This ain't you ain't, I say it to Cass, you need one of those. It's like, I will whoop your ass. That's what I said to him. I will whoop your ass if you think you're talking to me like that. Right? Because he'll tell you to stop it. You know what I mean? He'll be like, you stop it. You keep repeating yourself. I say, who are you talking repeating myself? You said the same thing 15 times in a row, and you're going to tell me I'm repeating myself? 15 times in a row, you just repeated something about the football. All right? And now you're telling me I'm repetitive. Oh, my God. But that's what you got to do, though. Sometimes you got to threaten. Right? In this case, you can't threaten. You got to go belt the ass in.
Oh, my God. Tommy's raising his own mini-mate.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I tune it out sometimes with him. I'm like, oh, my God, that's me. That's so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad. He can't find something. He loses his shit. Like, I don't know where it is. I have no idea. I'm like, oh, my God, that's me. Oh, shit. That's not good. Help the guy out. Find it. Let me find it for him. Can't go out with one shoe.
Love that, Don. Love that, Don. Pistons might be okay. Taking a step.
Yep. All right. Well, listen, Crumb in a week. I think we're there.
Yeah,
we're there.
Who
the hell's walking outside?
I can hit you with both actually because I'm going to say I got a crumb, but I'm also going to tip my hat to Penn State for firing Franklin because I didn't think they would do it, and I wasn't on last week. But man, that's a great move. And it had to happen. The guy couldn't win the big one. Now couldn't win the small one. Had to be fired. And tip your cap for doing it. I'll give him that. Greg. Now, who do you want, Greg, is the question.
I am zeroed in on Brian Hartline.
Oh, okay. Is he the O coordinator for Ohio State?
Ohio State.
Okay.
And he's their lead recruiter, and he was their wide receivers coach. And I look at the wide receiver position in Penn State, and there has been zero growth throughout the years. And that's always what's held them back. Now, obviously, you become a head coach, you lose some of that daily touching. You know what I mean? Like
you
daily
would think that would be what he does touch, though, as a former receiver. You would think that's where he would touch.
But he would have absolutely he would have that, right? He would have that. I don't want Matt Rule. I want nothing to do with Matt Rule. I want nothing to do with
Dion?
No, obviously no. No. I am intrigued by.
Sign me up.
I'll tell you what, I am intrigued by like John Gruden. But the problem is,
can you get Saban out of retirement? As that would never happen.
It would never happen. And those guys, because Saban's a perfect name, right, Tommy? Like Saban left because of this NIL era.
Well, yeah, a lot of these.
Right. So your Urban Meyers, even your John Grudens. I think John Gruden just wants to coach, right? So that's why he's intriguing. Dion is waiting for Florida State to fire Mike Norvell, which might be this week because they just lost to Stanford.
As an 18-point favorite. Yeah.
As an 18-point favorite, that's 4 losses in a row. So Dion
needs to get out of Colorado. Like Dion needs to get out of Colorado. Like you're not going to recruit well in Colorado. Like,
but there's something to say. You're 100% right, but there's something to say of staying in a place where you can do no wrong. Right? If Colorado, like Dion right now in Colorado, to go to Penn State, I think is outlandish. Because you're going to get better talent, though. 100%. But I'm saying you can do whatever you want in Colorado, and they're eating at your feet.
Okay. Well, let me give you this analogy. Okay, like you're not only Deion Sanders. Okay, but now you're at a school with the stature of Penn State. So when recruits come to visit, they're coming around 100,000 goddamn college students to a football game compared to going to Colorado. Sure. The atmosphere is different.
I'm not saying you can't succeed. I'm saying like
you're set up easier to succeed. Like if I'm a Penn State fan or a Florida State fan or any of a big school type fan,
I think he gets eaten up here. I think he gets eaten up in the Northeast from like the fans and reporting standpoint. Because he hasn't shown anything from a coaching standpoint that he's actually any good.
And that fine. If you want to make that argument, that's up to you, right? But what I'm saying is, I still think, like at those bigger schools, he would be way more.
I don't disagree with you at all.
In getting bigger talent,
you're 100% correct.
Because
absolutely.
of what he put out at Colorado in terms of draft status, when he's putting out a Heisman Trophy winner, automatically you're going to get bigger names if you're at a bigger school. Now,
I don't disagree with that at all.
Can you hire the right staff? Is it the right guys? That's a question we can have a conversation for.
And that's why I think he goes to Florida State whenever they fire.
Because you're right. You can do no wrong there if you're Deion Sanders. Yep. Naturally.
Like same thing. I think Dan Mullins is a moron for leaving UNLV. He's building UNLV to be just a monster out there in the Mountain West. Why would you leave? Like you're in Vegas, you're in like the entertainment capital of the world, you're doing all these things, and then you're going to leave a year in. Like I get it, money talks. You know what I mean? But
that is why.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
That's the reason.
But I like the guy from Tommy to your same argument, right? I like the guy from Arizona State, right? Dillingham. I think you give him
like him a lot.
I think you give him some major blue blood NIL money. I think he could do wonders.
Yeah, I like him a lot, Greg.
Same thing with the guy from South Florida. I don't know their names, but I don't know his name. I know Dillingham, but that's the same thing. You give that guy Penn State money, I think he could go do something. But I'm zeroed in. So I'm zeroed in on Brian Hartline now. I want them to poach him from Ohio State.
So I think what you want is
What
you want a good play caller, you want a smart football guy because you believe the school can make up for somebody maybe not at the recruiting stature that James Franklin was. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Right? And I would want the same thing. If I was a Penn State guy like that, not that I'm anti-Penn State because I don't have a school, so I'm more Penn State. I'm more Penn State than I'm not, right? But I would want more of a damn good football coach that's done more with less.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm looking for. I feel like that my school and you come into a game like we already talked about can recruit itself.
Right.
If that doesn't get you 6 to midnight as a player, then we don't want you anyway.
Yeah.
Same with Ohio State, Michigan, any of the big there's monster schools like that.
For sure.
I mean, yeah, when you're good and you're packed. Same with SEC schools. But I don't have a crumb. It's been
mine's Brian Kelly.
Yeah, don't want him. That's the other name I was thinking about. Who I don't want. Don't want Brian Kelly.
Fucking loser. Always a loser.
He is
always
a loser.
Will be
he
a
is
loser.
a loser.
Loser.
Always has
been. Loser.
Complete loser.
Loser.
He's linked, and I hate that.
Yeah, I would hate that as well.
Hate that. Like Marcus Freeman linked. I don't understand that move from Marcus Freeman's standpoint. Right? Like, why would Marcus Freeman go at best laterally? Right? Yeah. Like, at best laterally.
Here's one. Joe Brady.
That's an interesting thought because Penn State's biggest donor is Petullo, who owns the Bills. Penn State's biggest owner is Petullo, and he owns Pagula. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Petullo.
I got Petullo in my head.
What's happening here?
Pagula, who is like I said, their biggest donor. So that 100% tracks, and it wouldn't shock me.
Go get Bill.
Yeah, and Jordan.
Yeah,
they had a terrible fumble going into the end zone the other night. Just awful.
Yeah, my crumb again of the week actually is the Philadelphia Phillies again.
Yeah,
just to double down. All right, I'm just tired of it. And now, how about Dave Dombrowski saying he doesn't believe he's ever going to be
Bryce?
Yeah,
that's a bold move. I think we're all thinking it, right? I think we all thought it and think it.
I kind of liked it.
Me too. Well,
but that's a bold move from your GM. So it sets up one thing, right? Right to your point, Wells. It sets up a revenge tour.
Though? What was his exact quote? He said he's a very good player, but I'm not sure he can be elite anymore.
Be elite.
Is that what it was?
And that's all fair as you go older.
I mean, he's 33. It is fair to say. Hopefully he lights a fire under his ass.
That's the other side.
Well.
That's what I had.
Or you're setting it up to trade him.
Well, you wouldn't say that to trade him.
Yeah, no, I think that's the whole fire lighter under.
Yeah, that's a fire lighter.
You have to, and I hear people talking like, "Oh, maybe they don't sign Schwarber." You have to re-sign Schwarber. All right, knock it off. You have to sign Schwarber.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
You don't.
Of course you're one of those guys. You have to sign Schwarber. Yes, you do.
You don't have to do anything.
You have to sign Schwarber. Yes, you do. You do.
Yeah.
I'm completely on board with Castellanos getting traded or cut, whatever.
Yeah, that's
going to happen, obviously.
Yeah, that's the worst kept secret. Yeah.
I think they will.
You get from Japan instead.
I would love to bring back Ranger because of the uncertainty of Wheeler, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
I read an interesting thought about that, right? So Luzardo's up after next year, right? You get one more year of Luzardo. So someone threw out the idea of offer Luzardo like 80 cents on the dollar for an extension. Don't pay top dollar, right? Offer 80 cents. Like you're going to pay him, but not
pay him now. Yeah, pay him now like you did with Sanchez.
If he says no, trade him, re-sign Ranger.
Maybe just pay everybody like the Dodgers are doing. Just pay everybody.
I still can't believe that. I can't. I don't know.
Yeah, go get the kid from Japan. That's what I keep saying. Go get the kid from Japan.
He's going to probably sign with the Dodgers. They all do.
The Phillies are in the top 3. That's what they say. But it's Dodgers, Mets, Phillies. Yes,
of course.
I think. Yeah. But you need to find a spot. You need to find a spot at minimum for Crawford. You obviously need a spot for Painter in a rotation. Rushing Miller's interesting, depending on what else you do. I'd prefer not to, but you can't. I wouldn't argue if he performed in spring training enough to earn it, right?
I told you, run him under Sosa out there and just play him at third base if there's no other option. Because I'll take that and just let Stott play every fucking day at second base because he's a Gold Glover.
Yeah.
So there's ways.
I think offensively. I mean, personally, I think offensively he gets exposed every day, but
yeah, he can't hit.
Offensively,
I don't know.
I don't know about that either.
Maybe
he has in the past, right? He has in the past where he'll have 2 good weeks, but then when he's filling in that third week, fourth week, he starts to expand and get exposed. But maybe as he gets older, maybe that's an adjustment that he's making. So
yep, who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
But I do think Crawford needs to be up
100%.
And I do think Painter needs to be up.
Yeah.
And if you don't sign Schwarber, then you need to go sign the Japanese kid. So it's one or the other for me. There's no in between. I have no problem getting younger. So I have no problem if you want to go to the Japanese route and get younger.
25.
Yeah. And I have no problem if you want to sign Kyle Schwarber and spend stupid money still. But I think you do need an influx of young players immediately. You need to change a little bit of this culture as these guys are getting older. And there's no better way to do it. Harrison Bader needs to be back.
Yeah.
And you need to go
have Bader back.
Yeah.
I'm iffy on that one.
I'm not iffy on that one. I need
just because Bader back. Listen, I love him, but again, if you bring up Crawford, where's he playing or where are they playing?
Left field, Greg.
So then what are we doing in right field?
Okay, that's the whole point. You need Bader back because you don't want to fill 2 spots. You only want to fill 1. So that's where you're just looking for a right fielder now. So maybe it's Kyle Tucker. Go give me the Japanese kid and Kyle Tucker. How about that? Just be stupid. Go outspend everybody else. You have the pitching to win. Even without Zach Wheeler, you have the pitching to win.
It is funny too, right? Like
your bullpen's going to be nasty next year with Alvarado and Durant in the back end. Like now we're talking. Now we're talking just missiles being thrown from right or left. That excites me. So like you have the pitching. Sanchez is a fucking stud, right? Luzardo was really good this year.
Right? Yeah, I think he'll be good. Like he's a good pitcher.
A healthy Nola will get a good year out of him, like he showed late in the year this year.
Yeah.
Wheeler's health, obviously, and then Painter's not in a stressful role as like your 4 or 5. It's not stressful. So, and then the bullpen's really good because you have a lot of guys back, and then you get the Alvarado added into a lot of those guys back. Man, you're deep now. Your pitching's not your issue.
He's got a club option. I don't know. It's definitely
that'd be the dumbest not pickup of a club option of all time when relievers are hard to find. So, and and lefty relievers are even harder. So I would much rather have 2 guys like Strahm and Alvarado than just Strahm as my lead lefty.
Well, Banks is back.
He's not a lead of anything.
His numbers say he should be.
He had a good year. I wanted to say
a really good year.
Yeah, but I don't think he's better than Alvarado.
And we know how that goes in the bullpen. Guys have.
But I don't disagree with you, Greg. He had a good year.
I just think he obviously just doesn't throw as hard, right? You know what I mean?
No, I think he had a good year. I just don't know if he's as good. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's at the back end of the pen. You need strikeout stuff.
Yes, he's not a back end guy. I will 100% concede that. Yes, but he probably was the guy to bring in game 1 instead of Strahm though, because he's come in with inherited runners more often this year than Strahm.
Well, that's a different argument, and I'm not talking about Strahm.
Yeah,
no. I
don't need to talk about that.
I hear you.
We know Robbie's a moron.
I'm just rubbing. I'm just furious at Robbie still.
Well, he's back. So here we go again.
Yes, for sure.
I did want Manny and Harper together, Don. You were right. I did. I wanted Manny Machado and Bryce Harper. I think that would have won us the World Series if we would have did that. And I still believe that. Still believe we would have won a World Series if we would have had Manny Machado and Bryce Harper.
I would love. I mean, I don't know where
I'll go to my grave on that.
I don't know where I'm at with Boom
because both of them hit in the postseason.
I keep saying I think Boom's going to like turn the corner and become an even better hitter, and it just hasn't happened.
Nope.
But I almost feel like I'm stuck with him because I don't like the market.
No, I agree. Like that's
Bregman,
where, and I need a right-handed bat. I need the right-handed bat.
Well, I would love Bregman, but
he's going to be $40 million a year,
and he's hurt all the time anyway now.
He just hurt this last year. I got to check that.
Not really. Go look back.
That's why I'm going to check it. I'm going to check it.
Yeah, I can't have him and Harper missing my corner guys missing this much time. You know what I mean? I just can't have it happen because they're both going to miss time, right? Like you can almost write that down. Now maybe not a ton, and hopefully not. But Turner's getting older. Seems that's hamstrings every year, so you got to expect another hamstring run out of him. So obviously,
I will say Turner played spectacular in the field this year. So much better than he has in his first couple of years with us. So I'll give him that.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about.
So he played 114 games this last year. 145 last year. 161 the year before that. 155. 21 he only played 90. 2020 was the shortened year. 19, 156, 157, 155, and 49 his rookie year.
Yeah, I'm a moron.
So he hasn't been hurt that much.
Felt more, but
no, I hear you. It did.
But last year being 114 isn't ideal as you're getting older.
At 31, yeah.
Yeah, and to pay somebody 40 mil. I mean, I'll take them. Like if that, like I don't care about the money. So that like let me make that clear. Actually, I give two shits about the money. So go get Alex Bregman then. Like then let's go have fun.
Yeah, I'm fine with that as well.
I don't know what
you're fine with that.
Then I don't know what we're waiting on. Right? You know what I mean? As soon as this is a wrap, I won't even wait for the winter meetings. I'd say we don't need winter meetings. You know what I mean, let's clean this up in the fall. Right? Yeah. Let's get you moved in over here, babe. You know what I mean? Let's get your stuff unpacked. Let's get comfy in the city. So you're ready to rock and roll. Okay, and then you go sign. And if you don't bring Schwarber back, then you go get a guy that's trying to get off the island. Then you go get the Japanese kid. You know what I mean? But it was one or the other.
I just like the way you said that.
But I do
go get a guy that's trying to get off an island.
You do need a couple more get off the island guys, though, right? I think you need some mixes of get off the islands.
They're coming. They're in the low minors though. But
yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I just need.
They're not helping us now.
No, I just need maybe my right fielder. Maybe my right fielder is a right-handed bat. Get off the island. Like at this point, I don't even want him because he's like 90. But like Sterling Marte comes to mind, right? Because he's like a right-handed bat, right fielder, but he's 100.
Yeah.
I need something younger than that. But I need, you know what I mean? You get where I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get off the island here.
Yeah. Yasiel Puig.
Yep, just somebody. Give me somebody off of it. And, Justin Crawford's a spooner, right? He's spoon-fed. Nothing against him. I hope he's going to be a really good player, right? But it's just another guy that, I'm sure his travel ball days were really difficult. Yeah. And his high school was, really tough one. A lot of challenges. I mean, I'll take Wander Franco if he was seriously available, but he's not.
I mean, I don't know about all that.
No, if he was like, no.
All that.
Well, let's be clear. Let me be very clear because I haven't followed the story. If it came out that it wasn't real and all that stuff, then sure, I would.
It's definitely not.
But it's real.
I think it's definitely real.
It's definitely real.
Yeah. Oh,
I think that it's come out that it's definitely real.
I haven't followed because I don't.
Yeah, no.
Don't give a shit enough to. But that being said, then I disregard the previous comment.
Backspace delete. We're good.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Thanks,
good. Don. You jerk off. Thanks, Don. Hey, Don, go fuck yourself. All right. How about that late at night? All right, boys.
Real quick, I got two crumbs. Tennessee Titans.
Doing it. Yeah.
Tennessee Titans firing Mike Vrabel and then getting your ass whooped again. Yeah. And you fired your head coach for your rookie quarterback. Smart move from an organization.
Again.
Smart move. Yeah, you guys are doing real well over there. Thank you for AJ Brown once again.
Appreciate you.
I love the Patriots move of identifying that Jared Mayo was not the guy, getting rid of him quickly, and bringing in Vrabel, who we all know is the guy.
Yeah,
he's a goddamn winner.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Goddamn
and
winner.
I love Drake May. They're going to be good.
They are good.
They are good. They are good. And you're spot on. All Mike Vrabel did was win in Tennessee with Ryan Tannehill. Okay, with Ryan goddamn Tannehill.
Yep.
And they had the audacity to fire that guy. Imagine that. Imagine that. You guys are that much of a moron. And you gave him Cam Ward, right? Cam Ward will be way further along than he is right now. Now, he still have his rookie struggles, right? Naturally. And he's going through it because he doesn't have the talent. I mean? But like, what if you're going to fire a guy?
Stability.
But if you're going to fire a guy 7 games in, how does he even get 7 games?
Why'd you give him 7?
That's me. Like, the guy don't even have the job after last year, babe. But, they're going to the new stadium. Here you know what I mean? This is why,
This is why bad franchises are bad franchises.
Give
and they stay there.
Give Jeffrey Lurie a ton of credit.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Give Jeffrey Lurie a ton of credit and be grateful. Fly will fly. And again, another massager up there, and Robert Kraft, great owner. Right? So great owners also have great organizations. Okay? So you go from Belichick, who's an all-time great, and you get Jared Mayo, and then you say, Mike Vrabel's available.
Yeah.
And
you immediately identify Jared Mayo's not the guy, and Vrabel is the guy. Bring him in. Smart move.
Bring him in.
And my second crumb real quick is going to be Scott Boras and MLB baseball. The Tigers are willing, or rumored, Tigers are willing to go 10 for $600 to sign Tariq Skubal. And yet the rumor is they're $250 million away.
Excuse me?
How are you $250 million away when you're willing to pony up $600 million?
I agree with what you're saying, Greg, but
that's
not the same amount of years, though. More years.
Well, it's 13. 13 years. They want 13 years, $850 million. Dude's already 20. He's not young, right? So what? But my point is,
strike while the iron's hot.
My point is, going 10 for $600 is stepping up. If you're the Tigers,
10 for $600. How old is he?
28.
10 for
Boris wants
$850.
13 for $850. Are we okay? Oh my own. Baseball's gonna.
Just take the 600 and be like, thank you, Tigers, for stepping your toe into the water and becoming a legit franchise again. You know what I mean? Like, let's reward the Tigers for stepping up, because they're gonna play nobody else.
Just don't trade him to the Mets, Tigers. That's all I'm asking.
If you're
not trade him,
because
I like him, I don't want to hate him.
Hold on, this is where these guys got to stop being goddamn fucking pigs. Okay, and I'll say this and these guys were all crumbs then. Because $600 million is life changing. So if you walk away with if you walk away with $400 million of that,
that's generational wealth.
Well, yeah, let me make it clear. So if you even walk away after all of it with 400, after you pay Boers and pay this and pay that, whatever, you walk away with $400 million out of that. Like Wilson said, that's generational wealth. That lasts forever. So this isn't like you're getting $20 million and I need 40, right? This is life changing money and generational changing money. And that's where these guys got to stop being pigs. When you're talking about 500 million or more, knock it off. Yep. All right. Knock off asking like Bryce Harper last year. That's what pissed me off. Like, you coming back to the table, you got 7 years left. What are we talking about? You know what I mean? You're here to your 41. You want an extension? Like, we're talking about extensions? Like, come on, guys. Stop being goddamn pigs when you're making 27 or $38 million a year or $40 million a year. Like, when does it become okay? That's enough.
Never. That's the answer to
that's
that.
The problem.
That is the problem. I agree. But that is the answer.
Baseball's the worst with it. Baseball's the worst.
They are.
Yeah. Facts.
Especially because it's all guaranteed.
Yep.
That I think makes your point even more, Tommy. Right? It's because it's all guaranteed. You're getting all of that $600 million. Like, you're getting that. It's not like the NFL where they can just cut you and you're gone.
Every dollar of it.
Yep.
and then deferred and guys are getting paid when they're 92. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, baby, we'll give you a seat when you're in
Bobby
your
Bonilla
retirement.
still getting
Bobby
paid.
Bow. Like I say, yeah, Bobby Bow. All right, boys. Great shit.
Good stuff.
Love you all. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Sixers Wednesday night. We'll be joining you after a win.
Big game 7 tomorrow.
In Boston.
Love the Lions. Love the Lions tomorrow. And the Texans, actually, but love the Lions. And we can end this. We can end. But who put what? Why do we just have 2 games every Monday now? What is this about? When did this start? Just 2 games every Monday now? Is that what we're doing?
At least this time they're like
7 and 10.
toasted. At least they're toasted this
time.
time.
Yeah, I love it.
I love a good 10, so I'm not going to complain. But I missed the memo where we're just it's 2 games every Monday now.
Yeah. I didn't know about it either, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
When it's 7 and 10, I love it.
Yeah, 7 and 10's the
I love it.
7, 9, 30, right? I'll deal with,
fine
you know
with
what I mean?
Yeah.
Even a 7 and 9er, right? Because then you're getting both.
Just don't do 7 and 8. I don't like that.
Yeah,
those are the worst ones.
Yeah, 7 and 8. Run your head.
7 or like 7 and 7:30. Like what are you doing?
Up. That's what I say about tournament directors. You drew that up in the dark.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like somebody blindfolded you, and you thought this was a good idea. Like, come on, knock it off. Grow up, Peter Pan. But great show. Love you all. Go Birds. Sixers are going to win Wednesday night in Boston, and we'll get the little party started. Eastern Conference Finals or bust. We're out.